This week, we've been hitting on the topic of faith and how it should manifest itself in our lives, how we should be using it, and as a tool to guide us through our everyday lives. We have so much going on and so many obstacles and things in our way that could hinder us from, staying faithful to God and maybe not going to church or maybe just being surly, not nice or kind or just not understanding why things are happening. But I've learned through my journey that faith is very important, and the Bible even tells us specifically without faith it's impossible to please God because you know we are human beings living we're spiritual beings. Like I think Oprah said this. We're spiritual beings living a human existence. And so, we're supposed to worship God in spirit and in truth. And our spirit aligns with his spirit. So in our spirit, we should be able to understand that he will never leave us nor forsake us. We should understand that he is faithful, until the end. Like he brought us here for a reason. We're living these lives for a reason. Yes, things happen. And if you just stop and think and take a look, or a, what's the word I want to look, what am I trying to say? Take a brief assessment of your own life and see where you've maybe not have trusted God so much, and maybe you were leaning to your own understanding, or maybe you were doing something in a sinful nature or living in a way that is unpleasing to God. And then, you know, because sometimes people wonder, well, why is this happening to me? Why am I going through these trials and turmoil? And why is my life this way or that way? Maybe there is a reason. Maybe there is no reason, because we can read the book of Job, and in his sight and in the sight of others, he was a perfect man. But even though he may not have had blatant sins, the Bible says no man is without sin. And even if he was perfect, God is still in control and we are his. And he uses who he will for his good, for his will to, you know, something you're going through might help someone else after you've come out of it, or they may see you and want to change their life so they don't have to go through it. You just never know what's going on in someone's life. And we're all people living in this world, and we're here to help each other, to encourage each other in some ways we might not even understand how or why, like how we meet people. People don't just come into your life haphazardly. Sometimes they might, but there's always a lesson, there's always a reason. And so once we understand that and learn who exactly God is, learn how Jesus Christ, his son, died for us, and the reasoning why, it will all probably, make better sense, because we have to dig deep into the word to understand the word. And we can do that in a plethora of ways: by meditation, by fasting, by reading the word, by going to church, hearing the word, by meditating on the word, by reading the scriptures. So until we can fully get on the path of righteousness, we're going to go through some ups and downs. And unfortunately, life is what you make it. And if you don't make it great, it won't be great.